Shovelhead 8, welcome to another Cast Iron Wednesday. It's 10 to 6 in the morning, and I'm making a German apple pancake, or Dutch baby, or whatever you want to call it. Basically a popover, a sweet popover with apples. So we have somewhere a bunch of apples. And we have an apple peeler, which happens to be made out of cast iron, which is a bonus. So this is especially for Steve Robb, who thinks you can do turnips on these machines. But you just put your apple in there. You can run it up to here, and just turn the crank. I have like 3 of these, maybe 4. I buy them at yard sales. So anyways, you end up with a pretty well peeled apple, cut into a spiral, a bit of peeling, and all you have to do to finish this off is cut them like that. You've got uniform thick slices to that cook evenly, and we'll just throw them in a bowl, and we've got 5 more to do, and we'll come back when everything's done. Okay, we're going to melt 2 ounces of butter in our cast iron frying pan, and we're going to cook our apples with some cinnamon sugar. And we'll come back. Okay, our butter's melted. We're going to put in our peeled sliced apples. And our cinnamon sugar. And cook these for like 8 minutes. So we'll come back, we're going to make our batter. Okay, we're going to put our batter together while our apples cook. This can sit because there's no baking powder in it. So this is 3/4 of a cup of flour or so, teaspoon of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we just mix that together. And that's our dry ingredients. Our wet ingredients are 3 large eggs, because of a cup of milk, quarter cup of yogurt, and a teaspoon of vanilla, and a Timmy who loves to make sure. That's all mixed up. Put the flour in. And it makes a rather And this is basically a pop-over Yorkshire pudding batter. So anyways, we're going to shut you off and we're going to come back later. Okay, we're back. Our apples are all nicely caramelized. The sauce is nice and thick. I do this for when I make an apple pie as well. It helps. So anyways, now we take our batter and we pour it over the top. And we throw that into our 500-degree oven. And just in case, we're going to throw it underneath. And we're going to take our temperature down to 425, I think. And wait for 20 minutes. So we'll be back. Anyways, it's cooked. Took a little bit longer than they said, and that's fine. But there it is, golden brown against the edges, set in the middle. So now we just leave that sit for 15 minutes, and then we'll invert it out onto a plate for serving. So we'll be back. And here's our finished German apple pancake and a little bird. A little bit of powdered sugar onto it. Not a big powdered sugar fan, so anyways, I'm going to let it cool down a little bit more, and I'm going to have some for my breakfast with ice cream. And it's time for a little bit of plate it up. Before my helper eats all my breakfast. So we're going to cut ourselves a goodly piece. And even though it's breakfast time, nothing wrong with a little bit of ice cream. And now we'll go downstairs for the dark matter taste test. And we're back, and it's time for the dark matter taste test. Here's our slice of Dutch German apple pancake, or Dutch baby, or whatever you want to call it, with a little bit of ice cream. And we'll go and do the taste test. The dogs are not awake yet, so they're not going to be in here. I lied. I have a customer. Here, Harper. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. Thank you. It's Cast Iron Wednesday. Please pull out your cast iron and make yourself a video. So we'll see you next week.
Nate, you talk about me waiting too long. Timmy.